there's always people trying to divide our community. But before I do that, I'd like to just give you some brief background about who I am and what I do. I'm the state director for Juneteenth. We're a national organization. I serve on a national board. And we currently have 42 states in the United States of America that recognize Juneteenth as a state holiday. In Colorado, Colorado is one of those states. And I'm supposed to be a registered Democrat, but when I got ready to get the legislation, a bill passed to make it a state holiday, I went to the Democrats, and they refused to sponsor the resolution or bill to make it a state holiday. So I had to turn to the Republicans, and they took that resolution / bill, and they made Colorado a state holiday for Juneteenth. So we have 42 states that recognize Juneteenth as a state holiday, and I'm the state director. By June of this year, we anticipate having 45 to 46 other states on board to make Juneteenth a national holiday. And I also might add that it would have been a national holiday last year, but because of Obama administration, the Democratic leadership, they all opposed in Washington, D.C. And as a result, Juneteenth is not a national holiday. So currently we're trying to get legislators to sponsor a bill and make it a national holiday. That's one of the goals of the national Juneteenth movement. And the other individuals who claim that they support or believe in Juneteenth, I would strongly encourage them to get on board so we can keep our history alive. But I'd just like to quickly tell you about our Juneteenth event. Juneteenth, June 19th, 1863, is a date that African Americans learned in the state of Texas that they were free. And on June 19th, that's when African Americans start celebrating the freedom of blacks all over the United States, because that was the last group of blacks that were freed in Galveston, Texas. And as a result of that, the third Saturday in the state of Colorado and throughout the United States, those 42 states, is recognized as a state holiday. This year, June 20th, 21st, and 22nd, we're going to host the Juneteenth Caribbean Heritage Festival at Hillside Community Center. On June 20th, we'll have a Freedom Awards dinner from 5 p.m. to about 8 p.m. On Saturday, we're going to have a neighborhood parade, entertainment, food, speeches, and a celebration for Juneteenth. And on Sunday, it's going to be a repeat of that. And I failed to mention about National Caribbean American Heritage Month because it's important to note that during the entire month of June, it is recognized as National Caribbean American Heritage Month. And that is basically where we celebrate the contributions of the Caribbeans in the United States of America. And I get so sick and tired of blacks, Caribbeans, not knowing their history, talking about each other in our community, and I don't mind saying it because it's the truth. And as a result of that, it's important to understand and note that we have strong ties. How do I know that? Because when I did my DNA, I traced my ancestry back. You can take a look at the map over there. On my mother's side of the family, we came from Cameroon. My father's side, we came from Nigeria. And in Nigeria, 80% of all the slaves who left Nigeria and went to Jamaica or the Caribbean are from Nigeria. So there's no question in my mind that it's a lot of my blood in the Caribbean and Jamaica.
We celebrate Black History Month all year round. We just don't do it in the month of February. We just don't do it in the month of June. We just don't do it in December for Kwanzaa. We do it all year round because it's so important that we know where we came from so we'll know where we're going. During the year, we have different workshops. Okay, and we try to do them quarterly. Some of the workshops that we have out there at the Family History Center. The Family History Center has the largest genealogy collection in the world, and they have allowed me to have our classes out there since 1998. And the reason why I have them out there, because we have different classes. We have creative memories, so you guys could know how to line your things up and make little decorations in your books that you put them in. And we also have DNA classes, so you guys know where you came from, so you know where you're going. And we also have the Indian Dasro record classes. Those are classes that I think that I'm gonna have for the rest of this year, because those are questions that I'm asked on. People say, well, I got a lot of Indian in me. Well, I have this guest speaker and I'm trying to get her to come back down. She explains the 13 tribes that we have and how you work with them in the DOS Indian records, so you know where you're going. Because yes, they have a lot of benefits out there for us, you know, such as free schooling, housing, and different things like that, if you do have so much Indian blood in you. What we don't realize in researching our genealogy, we think that we were all slaves. That is not true. I found on one side of my family back in 2010 that my great-great-grandmother, she was an indentured servant, but she was French. And the black side of my family bought her. Okay? So when you get off into your research, you can't think, oh, we were all slaves. That is not true. And I used to preach that all the time until I actually found it for myself.
I have a business for 12 years now. I kind of realized, you know, South is growing, but every time they have a festival, they have everything, it's just enough, you know, they're not supporting the South. So I was looking to see what I can do to bring everybody together so we can, you know, grow more, so people in the North, they can know South is growing too. It just came to my mind like, well, what about we do something like a festival called Trends, they call it Shades of Brown. It just came to my mind, so I put it together first year. You know, people come, they support. And we don't got too many people, but at least we got like a 500 to 700 people. So now people try to ask me, how many times you gonna do it for a year? I like, you know, this take a lot of time, it take money, you know, but if we all can come together, we can make it happen. So the second year, I did it again, it's really good, people come, at least I got like 2,000 people. So now this year, I'm having again June 7th. It's gonna be Saturday, and June 7th, we're gonna start at 10 in the morning to 7. And the phone number is 719-591-0810.